Devin Booker has been one of the top 3 shooting guards since this decade began. The man has been crazy consistent in getting buckets year in and year out, and has solidified himself as a top-tier player. I mean, he was an integral piece in helping Team USA bring home the gold at the 2024 Olympics. He was crucial. And for some reason, he's still somehow highly underrated and undermentioned. And if you disagree, be honest. When was the last time you've heard Devin Booker in any serious NBA conversations or debates? Exactly. For all the skill and talent he brings to the table, he barely gets the spotlight nowadays. And there's a simple reason for that. His team sucks. Devin Booker has been on the Phoenix Suns for 10 years, and in those 10 years, they've only made the playoffs 4 times. And the whole team's just now getting done being held hostage by Bradley Beal. Yeah, the Suns haven't burned bright for a while, and the future's looking grim for Book. But a few seasons ago, he almost had it all. He put the entire state of Arizona on his back. He carried the Phoenix Suns franchise to one of the most hopeful and most fiery teams in its history. This is the story of how Devin Booker flew so close to the sun and came crashing down. When the 2010s began, the Phoenix Suns were stuck in the shadows. They went 5 straight years without making the playoffs, including 1 year where they had the worst record in the West. It was bad. Until...
With the 13th pick in the 2015 NBA Draft, the Phoenix Suns select Devin Booker from the University of Kentucky.
This kid right here is the future of this franchise.
And then it became much worse. 5 straight years of missing the playoffs, 5 years of the worst records in franchise history, an average of just 24 wins per season. The Phoenix Suns were more like the Phoenix Bums. But Booker wasn't the problem. In fact, he was the only redeeming quality the franchise had. From the moment he stepped into the league, Book was a dog. He made the all-rookie first team in one of the most stacked drafts ever, then followed that up by becoming the youngest player to ever drop 70 points in just his 2nd season. But what set the kid apart was the steady climb. He didn't just explode and then fade away, he evolved. From 14 points a game as a rookie to 22, then 25, then 27. Every year he leveled up, sharpening his game until he became one of the best shooting guards in the league. But even with all that growth, the wins just weren't coming. Book was balling out, but the team still stuck at the bottom. It felt like all that talent was going to waste until...
Phoenix is all of a sudden top 4 contender in the West, so I think even they're locked in.
When a leader knows his craft, even the weakest can fight like gods. Hoops for breakfast. The Suns were one of the worst teams in the NBA, but everything changed when the point god arrived. Before Chris Paul showed up, the Suns were a mess. 10th seed in the West, terrible in the clutch, turnovers everywhere. Then CP3 landed in Phoenix, and it wasn't just a trade, it was an ignition. Devin Booker got unleashed. The offense found structure, and the Suns went from memes to menaces. Their turnover rate used to be bottom half, 16th in the league. With CP3, they shot up to 4th best. Chris Paul took over the playmaking, which freed Booker up to focus purely on getting buckets. And man, it was glorious.
Suns, Booker for the win, yes!
39% on the year.
Chris Paul, they're going to do the dance. Runs it up to the rim. Attention. Booker leans in, draws the contact, gets the bounce, and a look for the 4-point play.
Straight up to shoot the ball. That's all he did.
The Suns were already defying expectations, but somehow they went even further. For the first time in 10 years, the Phoenix Suns made the playoffs, and they were good, really good. But no one, and I mean absolutely no one, expected them to be this good.
That long tray there. Oh, look at this.
Dropping the sledgehammer.
That is the third three by the Lakers tonight.
Booker trying to get inside. Booker throws it up for 8 and the slam.
And Book, well, he cooked. First round, up against LeBron and the defending Lakers champs, Booker dropped 3 30-point games, including 47 to send LA packing. Second round, the Nuggets never stood a chance. Phoenix swept them off the court. Conference finals, the Clippers pulled up, and Booker welcomed them with a 40-point triple-double. Devin Booker was scorching through the 2021 playoffs, hotter than the Arizona sun. And just like that, he found himself only 4 wins away from an NBA championship.
I'd be remiss if I didn't say that this is not our journey. Our journey is to bring that Larry O'Brien back to Phoenix. That's our journey.
The 2021 NBA Finals. No one expected the Suns to come this far, but they did. And they were dominating. Game 1 went to the Suns. Booker put up 27 points, and the Bucks had no answer for Chris Paul. In Game 2, Booker stepped it up even more, dropping 31, and Giannis's 42 big points still weren't enough to stop Phoenix from grabbing another win. And just like that, the Suns were only 2 wins away from an NBA championship. From years of missing the playoffs to the brink of a title, it felt unreal, like a fairy tale. But not every fairy tale ends with a happily ever after. If the Suns had faced any other player at the time, they probably would have won. But they had the unfortunate luck of playing against a guy nicknamed the Greek Freak. Back to the finals. Over the next 4 games, Giannis Antetokounmpo flipped the switch and became something unholy. He dominated Game 3 with a 40-point monster double-double, bulldozing through the Suns' defense like it wasn't even there. Then, in Game 4, Giannis was all over the court, having a near 26-point triple-double along with 3 steals and 2 blocks, including that insane alley-oop block that instantly became one of the most iconic defensive plays in finals history. But what about our star, Devin? Booker tried his best to respond. He dropped back-to-back 40 bombs in both games 4 and 5. But it didn't matter. Every time Phoenix got close, Giannis shut the door. The Suns went from being up 2-0 to being down 2-3. 3 straight losses. 3 steps back from the chip of this historic run. By Game 6, Phoenix had run out of answers, and Giannis wasn't finished. The Freak became a monster, and he chose that moment to unleash one of the most legendary finals performances of all time. 50 points, 14 rebounds, 5 blocks. The Bucks took Game 6, and just like that, the sun set on Phoenix's championship dreams. There is a version of history where Phoenix finished the job, where Booker got his ring at 24 years old, where the dynasty started early. But that's not this timeline. This is the story of a star who nearly conquered the mountain, fell, but is still climbing. Since that finals run, Booker's only gotten better. A better leader, a better defender, a better killer. And the man is still in his prime, so he's got time to chase that championship ring. And one day, maybe the heartbreak of 2021 will be the prologue to a masterpiece. But if he never wins, the world already saw him at his purest, at his deadliest. The world saw him when he almost won it all.